we're at the elementary division, whereby these are our youngest students. These are grades 3 through 5. Grades 3 through 5. Students anywhere from the ages of 8 to 12 years old, building their miniature Rube Goldberg machines. In the elementary division, they get to build within a 6-foot boundary, 6 feet wide, 6 feet long, and 6 feet tall. Otherwise, they have the exact same rules as all the other divisions. The machines must run in either run in 3 minutes or less. They have to give a presentation prior, which is 2 minutes or less. And again, you guys have 3 runs all throughout the entire day. Sound good? I love the contraption, I love the theme. Some of the elements that we're looking for the teams is whether they dress up, whether they give a good presentation, the artwork categories behind it, as well as their teamwork. To kick off the very first machine of the day, we have Team E01 from the elementary division. This is Team Love First Steel & Co. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and start your presentation.
I bet I could finish this whole project by myself.
You can't do that.
I could. I just need the right leverage. Hey guys, I have a problem. What's the problem? I can fix it. I'm going on vacation, but I don't have anybody to feed my goldfish, Ruby.
We can feed her, but we have to work.
I bet I could feed that goldfish in from work.
I don't believe you.
Watch me. Oh man. I could feed that goldfish with a push of a button.
So don't start.
Hit it.
Don't start it yet. Don't start it yet. Awesome. Awesome. I know there's a little bit of a lead up with time, but awesome. Thank you guys. So as a reminder, what we do is we do the presentation and then you start it with everything else because we have timekeepers measuring the distance. One thing I also want to add that I haven't not mentioned, the whole task, the whole simple point of every single Rube Goldberg machine today is the simple task of feeding a pet. So in every single contraption, like in yours, you're feeding the tiny goldfish, right? Yep, exactly. So we're going to see that all throughout the day and see all the amazing ways that a pet can and could be fed. Are you guys ready? Any last checks? Any questions? Awesome. Whenever you're ready, Team E01, begin your first run. Starts off by pressing the dynamite. That goes down, pushes air into the ball, domino drops into there. We have one human intervention where the clip didn't release. That allows the cone to go. They have a crane that lifts up, that dropped a weight, and that eventually dumped. Is that sprinkles? That's the best food ever. It dumped sprinkles onto their fish, and they did successfully complete their task with only one human intervention. Ooh. Now, okay, your first run, something went wrong, right? Actually, you had 2 human interventions, excuse me. So they completed their task with 2 human interventions, I apologize. With it, remember, the whole goal of this contest is fixing things, coming up with ways to solve problems. So can you tell us what went wrong in your first run?
So when the car went down the ramp, we think you have to put this clip on just so it's barely on there so the car knocks it off. Mm-hmm. And we think we had it too far on so the car wouldn't knock it off.
Excellent. So good identification of the problem. Now with it, there was another problem that I think you guys had. What we're looking for is to see that you guys can solve those problems in the next runs. So but we'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Next up, we have Team E02. They are a team that has come quite a long way, whereby you come from Korea, don't you? Yeah. Absolutely. What an incredible trip. Not only competing in the international contest there at Korea and winning, but being able to bring this entire contraption along with you. And from what I heard, yesterday you had a perfect run during testing, didn't you? Did everything work perfectly? Yes. And that to you. There you go. So did it work perfectly yesterday?
Hello.
Yes. So whenever you're ready, Team E02, go ahead and start your presentation.
Hello, this is BRT, the best Rube Goldberg machine ever. Oh no! I forgot to feed my puppy, but I have to participate in the race. He must be hungry and thirsty. I can't focus because I'm thinking about my puppy. So I can't give up the race and feeding my pup. So I'll do both. So I'll tell you how my machine works. When the engine starts, boiler is up.
Ooh.
Wheel rolls. The piston moves and hits the gas. And then gear shift. The car's rolling, jumping, bumping through the conveyor belt. The car's weight makes the RC car skate. Huff puff. Good boy. Look, I've prepared you a special meal. What's in the box? Curious, huh? Well, then get ready. Let's go.
Awesome. Woo. Awesome. Wonderful job. Whenever you're ready, it looks like you're going to jump on that to start the machine. So whenever you're ready, go. Rolls down, the gear shifter activates. With it, there's water dumping into the pipe. Bottles roll. All those cars need to tip the seesaw. Activates the RC car, and it pulls the lid off of the food container, and he has completed the task with 0 human interventions. He has completed his first run perfectly. Ooh, I guess I'm the pet. I'm gonna eat this later, but hey. All right. Well, as he bribes the judges, amazing job. Woo. All right, so I'm gonna pass you the microphone. So amazing first run here. Now my question here is, now that you have a perfect run, do you need to run it again?
Huh?
Now that you've had one perfect run, do you have to run it again?
I think so because
Yes.
rocket.
Yes, absolutely. All teams have to run their machines all 3 times. The reason for it is this is an inventive process. If it works once, well, you don't just want your refrigerator to work one time, do you? You need it to work over and over. So that's going to be something where he set the bar high for himself with a perfect run to start. Let's see if he can maintain that through the next 2 runs. But, as his car is running nonstop. Awesome. Thank you. Next up, we have Team E03, Team Snowbeads. So Team Snowbeads comes from Vermont, whereby I believe you're a homeschooled family, and it's wonderful to see you guys again. This is a family that competed in the World Championship last year, and not only is their older group showing up later, but we have new additions to the program. So it's such a pleasure to have you guys join us. With it, though, Team E03, you may start your presentation whenever you're ready.
It was a winter day and we were playing with beads. Count them a lot. Suddenly, we remembered a fairy tale our parents talked about when they were little. They sat in front of a box called a TV. What is a TV? They stared into the screen and it would show them things. They had a control box called a remote. Suddenly, we saw a box in front of us. It had the letter TV written on it. We tore it into the screen. What did we find? A Rube Goldberg machine.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Now, I had the pleasure of seeing this at the regional contest, whereby I've noticed there's a lot of modifications, and you've grown this machine. So I see that there's a water element. There's even an erosional element here where that has to drop. I'm excited to see this new design. Are you guys ready to run your first run? Excellent. Team E03, Snowbeads, you may begin your first run whenever you are ready. Releasing the K-chain, goes around the screw, drops into the catapult. We do have one intervention, the hold and go. Water drops into the paper towels. That's going to slowly and hopefully break the paper towels, dropping all of that down into the bucket, which looks like it's on a seesaw. Slowly, slowly. Water can take a little bit of time to erode things. Suspense, absolutely, that's right. That being said, some suspense is good. Some suspense, yeah. So with it, do you think it's going to work? Do you think? Yeah. So what do you think? I'd say go ahead and give it a little bit of a press. So go ahead, press. That's going to drop, so we have our second human intervention. Drops down into there. That then causes that to tip over. And did it go off track? Yes, it did. So we have our third intervention. The car rolls. We have another ball that's spinning, a great example of a screw right here, where this ball is spinning, 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 dropping down. And it looks like this is dropping down, and is that going to go and feed your pig? Maybe, maybe. So the final task, is that supposed to open up? Yep, so go ahead. That's supposed to open up, and it feeds the snow beads to their pet pig. So team E03 has completed their task with 4 human interventions for their first run. So with it, guys, okay, a couple little things here and there. What do you think was the main thing that went wrong?
This was too far from this.
Absolutely. I think, yeah, with a little bit of improvement, again, there's plenty of time. There's absolutely a chance for you guys to fix those couple issues. And, yeah, hopefully see a run with a little bit more improvement. Sound good? Awesome. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you guys so much. Next up, we have Team E04, Team Feed the Alien. I'm excited to see how you're going to feed the alien in your contraption. So with it, whenever you're ready, go ahead and feed this alien. Excuse me, as they're all pointing to their badges. Feed this alien, that very one right there. They're being specific. All right, Team Feed this alien. Whenever you're ready, you may start your presentation.
In the year 5000, Miss Astronaut and her helper were looking for a pet to fatten up. She took the space shuttle to Planet Fitness.
Announcement, approaching Planet Fitness to get your free fitness plan.
Thanks for flying with Astro Airlines. Bye. Bye. When they arrived at the pet shop, she met the shopkeeper, Stella.
Hi, I'm Stella. Welcome to the Interstellar Pet Store. How may I help you?
I want a pet.
Sure, we have a wide collection. I mean, just these. Me!
Aw, she's so cute.
We are hungry! Oh, no!
Look, Snark's escaping. We need to feed it confetti.
Mission control.
All right, don't start it yet. Awesome. I'll take that back. Awesome. Thank you guys very much.
Is the car ready? Yes.
So as you noticed, a lot of these presentations, they don't tell the actual story of the machine, or they tell the story of the machine, but they don't list the steps. And that's very much on purpose. Rube Goldberg machines are supposed to have a theme. They tell something interesting, and the machines themselves are the ones that show us step by step, if they have good visibility, which is something the judges are all looking for. Speaking of which, we have an amazing panel of judges with us today. We have judges from Duke Energy. We have it from the LSC School Board. Yep, back over there. And I will continue to introduce them throughout the day, as well as the Math Education Department and Purdue Engineering. So we have a whole host of amazing judges looking out and doing an amazing job. So thank you to all of our judges and our scoring personnel. With it, though, I'm stalling for time as they check their machine over. But Team ZE04, are you guys ready to start your first run?
Yes. One sec. Is the car ready? Yes. Is the slide in the ball ready? Yes. Is the wheel and the balloon ready? Yes. Is the slide and the ball ready? Yes. Is the wheel and the tin can and the lever and the duct tape and the bar and the hammer and the balloon ready? Yes.
They have a wonderful mental checklist. All right, Team E04, you may begin your first run. Syringe lifts up, drops the weight. Bike's wheel spins. That's going to release the ball down. That's going to spin around. Balloon pops. Wheel rolls. Next balloon pops. And Team E04 has clearly completed their first run with 0 interventions. Well done. Now, in this case, their pet just so happens to be an alien, and they fed their alien glitter. Now remember though, this is all about problem solving, and if you guys had a perfect run, do you think you're gonna get a perfect run again? No? Good. Good answer. That's good being realistic, because yeah, these are Rube Goldberg machines, and they are not reliable. But we're very excited to see what you guys have in store. I love the fact that you have the full complement of balloons back there ready to go. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Next up, we have Team E05, Chet's Carrots, whereby you're from my neck of the woods. You're from Hooksett Memorial School in Hooksett, New Hampshire. I'm also from New Hampshire, so it's so wonderful to have you here. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start your presentation.
Hi, my name is Hazel Lloyd. I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Hooksett Memorial School in Hooksett, New Hampshire. My Rube Goldberg machine is called Chet's Carrots. If you don't know this yet, Chet is a fairy hamster who delivers carrots to other hamsters to feed them. On his journey, he will start over here at the Lincoln Memorial and fly to the Cowboy Boot House in Texas. Then he'll zoom over to the Golden Gate Bridge. Then he'll go to New York and fly over to Mount Washington. Then the Seattle Space Needle and the Hollywood sign. Then he'll go down the world's windiest road and go down to Florida. And down here there's an alligator to represent Florida. Then he'll go to Mount Rushmore and Niagara Falls. He'll ride the Myrtle Beach Skywheel and follow the Freedom Trail. After that, he will sail across. He'll go to Chicago, the Windy City. Then he'll sail across Lake Superior, the biggest of the Great Lakes. And then finally drop the carrot in the chimney. Would a volunteer like to start the machine?
Ooh. So, this team has elected what you can add to a machine is something known as a volunteer. Rube Goldberg's cartoons basically always incorporated a person within them. And so with our teams, we do allow a volunteer to be a part of it. Now, it certainly can be risky because this is a person who either can't touch the machine or never built the machine. So you wish to use a volunteer to start your machine? Excellent. Now with it, what I love about this one is that it utilizes all sorts of monuments where I've actually been to every single one of these monuments, and fun fact, some of yours are better than the ones in real life. So just FYI there. All right, so with it, do we have a volunteer who wants to start this contraption? Show of hands. One of the judges, referee, we have a volunteer over here. So this is a competitor from another team, so it could be a risky decision, but let's see how it pays off. Giving the final instructions. All right, whenever you're ready, start your competitor's machine. Drops the weight, that knocks over the Golden Gate Bridge. From there, the plunger or the Space Needle that swings around, that's got to release the cup. Ooh, and then we have the nice slow roll from the paint, chain fountain effect. That goes through Mount Rushmore, drops the water into here, lifts up. That then hits the fan blows the boat across, and did it successfully complete the task? Oh, and then it did because it dropped the carrot into the box. So, Team E05, Chet's Carrots, has completed their first run perfectly. And with the competitor's help, no less. So, well done. Now again, as I ask everybody, now that you have a perfect run, are you going to change anything in between run number 1 and run number 2?
I'm not going to change anything.
Brilliant. If it's working, you know what? If your inventions are working, there's no need to change it. And the fact that, again, you go from the floor to the table, and back down, no, don't change a thing. Wonderful job. With us, we have Team E06, the Hangry Pet Feedorama? Feedorama, excuse me. Hangry Pet Feedorama, Team E06. This is a contraption that I got the pleasure to see in a regional event, and you guys have made quite a number of changes to this. So I'm really excited to see what becomes of it. With it though, Team E06, you may begin your presentation whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Vera Jolliker. And I'm Charlotte Shin. We are both in 3rd grade at Hooksett Memorial School in Hooksett, New Hampshire. The name of our Goldberg machine is the Hangry Pet Feedorama. The theme of our machine is to soothe a hangry pet like this one and feed it after.
We start by blowing a cooling breeze from the fan down to your hangry pet. Then the tether ball will unwind mesmerizingly. Then we will wake your pet up with a book fall, and then we will calm it down a bit with nice, relaxing, gentle music. Then the scissors will cut the string like a grand opening for a restaurant.
When the bowl comes down, it will tell your pet that their food is almost ready. It will also trigger this Rubik's Cube going down the round paint tubes, which is very special. It will also start this golf balls going down the plate twirl and into the see-through tube, which is like TV for your pet, into the bucket attached to the seesaw, which will go into the bowl that I mentioned earlier. Does anybody want to start it?
Ooh, so we have another group willing to volunteer for their machine. Any volunteers willing to start? I see a hand right there. If you come on in very, very gently, so wait for my signal.
So, press this button 3 times.
Yeah.
But also remember to hold down the fan down.
Yes, there are instructions with this one. All right, Team E06, let one of your competitors start your run number 1. So with it, we have a fan that's going to blow this railway car down, knocks the ball, tether ball effect that looks like it's going to hit the book, drops that down. The scissors cut the string and deposit the bowl into the bucket. We have one intervention thus far where the Rubik's Cube didn't roll. It drops into the bucket, seesaw that dumps the food into the delivered bowl, and Team E06 has completed their first run with only one human intervention. With it, well done. Now, can you tell us what went wrong that first run?
Maybe the position of the Rubik's Cube?
Maybe the position of the Rubik's Cube?
There wasn't a speed built up on it.
Maybe there wasn't enough of a slope, you're saying? Okay, so already they're thinking of things. Now remember, the critical element is seeing if you can fix your problems between the runs. Sound good? Awesome, wonderful machine. I love the fact that you dumped, not only did you just dump food into the bowl, but you actually have the bowl have to be released and slide into place. Really clever. Well done. Moving right along through the elementary division, we're gonna skip Team E07 because unfortunately they weren't able to attend. We're gonna move on to Team E08. You guys are the Lycans Valley Children's Museum STEM Junior Group, correct? STEAM Junior Group. Yeah, excellent. They have a really long name. They're from the Lycans Valley Children's Museum in Pennsylvania. So, wonderful institution. If you've not been there before, go check it out. All right, are you guys ready for your presentation? All right, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name's Nicholas. I am 10 years old, and I am playing Shelly in the skit.
Hi, my name's Emmett, and I'm also 10 years old. I'm playing Minnie Moon's dad in the skit.
We are both in 4th grade. I go to Shoal Christian Academy.
And I go to Millersburg Elementary.
And this is the Manatee Feeder 2000. And we are members of the LBCM STEM Squad.
Hi, I'm Manny, Minnie Moo's dad. Minnie Moo recently bumped his nose and doesn't want to go to school. So I need help to feed him because I have to go to work. Can anybody help me feed Minnie Moo?
Hi, I'm Shelly, and I have volunteer feed Minnie Moo. But I need some help. I have some heavy clawitis and can't pick up my claws. Can my friend build me some sort of Rube Goldberg machine to help me feed Minnie Moon.
Thanks for the help, Shelly. And of course I'll build one.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm very curious how you decide to feed your manatee. All right. Are you guys set up? Are you ready to go? Excellent. All right. Team E08, the LVCM Steam Squad Junior. I'll get the name right one of these. You may begin your run number 1. Lifts the gate where we do unfortunately have an innervation right from the start. Marble drops down. That caused a book to fall, but then we look like we have a pause. Or do we have a, oh no, excuse me. Time delay, where that released a plug, and that's allowing sand to funnel down, a great example of an erosional step. That's entering into the seesaw. Seesaw will hopefully tilt. That's got a fork, which is then gonna knock that coffee mug, or coffee can, and deliver the manatee. Slowly, slowly tipping. We have an element of suspense. Sand is still going. I can see the seesaw tipping. Come on, come on. It might be plugged. The sand has slowly stopped. You might have to give it a little bit of a tug to release the cork. There you go. There's a lot more flow of sand. That lifts up. There's a fork that's supposed to hit that little can. You can touch it again. It's the same intervention. So not enough sand. So right now we're at 2 interventions, and by pressing the seesaw, that would make intervention number 3, drops down, and as he slides down there, is the manatee going into the mouth of those, I'm gonna assume, crocodiles? Yeah. So here's actually feeding the manatee to crocodiles. So I feel sorry for the manatee. Here I thought that we were gonna feed the manatee, but oh no. So with it, Team E08 has completed their task with 3 human interventions. So a couple things went wrong, right?
Yeah. One of our main problems was basically the marble, the metal ball. It was just not really rolled down much, so we did a couple practices. And yeah, that's basically our main problem.
Sure.
Plus, Emmett right here, he built these 2 geese, and they have a super secret power. They eat.
There you go.
Press their back and they eat.
So okay, so it seems, all right, you had the marble going, the book fell. It's just, again, a couple issues, but it sounds like you know what to do, you know what to fix, especially getting that ball out there and unplugging the sand a little bit better. That'll help you with the seesaw. Oh, Shelly's meaning, oh, I see. So I've got it wrong. There is a, thanks for the clarification, because I see from the front that that poor soul is going down into the crocodiles, but what he's actually doing, there's this string, and it is dragging Shelly over here, and is dragging, this is actually really adorable, it's dragging the seaweed over to the manatee on the table. So in all things technical, 2 different pets are being fed. We've got the manatee up here, and those poor crocodiles, which are waiting for their meal down below. So, clever. Thanks for the clarification. I would have missed that, so I appreciate it. With it, awesome. Thank you, guys. Next up, we have Team E09. They are the Team Swine and Shine Spa. They had a few names. You were Hacky Huskies for a while, weren't you? Are you still Hacky Huskies? Okay. The Hacky Huskies Swine and Shine Spa. You know what? They've been so creative, they just keep changing their names, and that's perfectly okay. You can change your names between regionals and world championship. You can change your whole contraption. In fact, in the middle school division, we have 1 team coming up that they actually scrapped their entire machine and started from scratch right here. Anyway, deviating from where we are now, are you guys ready for your presentation? Excellent. Whenever you're ready, Team E09, you may begin your presentation.
Hey, Stuti, how about we make a commercial for a new YouTube channel with a jingle in it?
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Swine and Shine Spa. Why is it even named the Swine and Shine Spa? Well, our specialty are pigs.
You might be wondering, what? I don't get any of this. What is so special about the spa? It's just a spa, right? Well, the answer is no, because, ta-da, we have a special automated spa machine that feeds pigs.
Oh, is it like one of those automated car washes?
Yes, you're right, Stuti. The moment the pigs enter the spa, we start with a nice, relaxing bubble bath with our special oink oink bath bombs. Then we give them a nice, relaxing massage with our special swine and shine lotions.
After that, we groom their hair, give them a manicure and a pedicure with these cute nail sticker pads. Then we put lipstick on them.
Lipsticks? Really? Oh, that sure sounds like a real lipstick on a pig job.
Oh, come on, Tara. We're literally on a YouTube video right here, and you're giggling. Stop giggling. Help me out.
Sorry, it's just so funny. Anyway, after a full spa treatment, we also give them delicious food they can hog all they want before they leave.
It'll take a lot of convincing for your pig to get back home from our spa.
Yes, but of course they'll be happy. And for your pokers, give them a treat. You can teach pigs how to floss their teeth.
Excellent. Oh, they're not done.
Wait, but before you end the video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment our video.
And don't forget to share with your friends.
See you soon at our spa. Your pig will have an oinktastic experience.
Well done. So how they're choosing, with a great presentation there, how they're choosing to feed their pet, happening to be a piggy bank, they're putting lipstick on its mouth, which I think for anybody, some lipstick definitely goes into your mouth at some point, so that definitely counts. And that's what Rube Goldberg is all about, these wild, weird, creative ways of solving these simple, everyday tasks. So whenever you're ready, Team E09 Hacky Huskies, swine and spine, shine and sign. Wow. Team E09, whenever you're ready, you may begin your first run, with a hairdryer, no less. Knocks the ball into that pulley, lifts up, drops down. Looks like we do have one intervention. It's got to knock the book. Zip line. Ball travels down the inclined plane into the funnel, pushes it, and the lipstick missed the lips. You got it. Do you guys want to touch it, or are you okay with that? Are you okay? What's that? As long as it goes near it, feed it. Well, you know what? That's okay. I'll say, for the future run, to make sure, because you're putting lipstick on its lips, what do you guys think? Should that count? We'll give it to you for this one. I think the next one, if you got to put lipstick on, you got to put it on the lips. Not to be technical, but to technically count the task. I'm kidding. I'm totally messing with you. That counts. That 100% counts. I'm totally messing with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you nervous. No, absolutely. So Team E09, they completed it with, it was only one intervention, right? Yeah, one intervention. I'm not going to mess up that. No, they completed their task with only one human intervention. This is all about being ridiculous. It's a fun contraption. My God, bringing lipstick to a piggy bank. Yeah, that totally counts. Thanks, guys. Sorry. Next up, we have Team E10. This is the, let's try to get this one right, the Marshmallows Marvelous Marshmallow Machine. Boy, I got it right, didn't I? Yes. I'm just going to do M4, quite honestly, from here on out. But Team E10, with your M4 Marshmallow Machine, are you ready for your presentation? Excellent. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start off for us.
I'm Echo Smith. I'm in 3rd grade in Barrington Elementary School. And this is, as you heard, Marshmallow's Marvelous Marshmallow Machine. And this is Marshmallow, and she loves marshmallows. That's how she got her name. But she can only have one marshmallow at a time, otherwise she's gonna get very sick. So I designed this crazy machine to help solve that. Okay.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much. So with it, you've got marshmallow there. And what I love about this one is I can tell that it's going off in all directions. You've got something going this way and then that way and then up in the front. A lot of times what we see is linear path machines, one thing happening to the next, left to right or right to left. And this goes all over the place, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Team E10, the M4, the Marshmallow Madness machine. Marshmallow Madness name, if I'm quite honest. Marshmallow's marvelous marshmallow machine. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your run number 1. Pulls the string, which drops the weight. That lifts up the hamster. Looks like we do have one intervention where the boot didn't kick the book. A second intervention where we've got to set the car up off the track. There it goes. Knocks the toy down, and it delivers 1 marshmallow to both the stuffed animal as well as the car. So Team E10 has completed their task with 2 human interventions. Excellent. Well done. So what went wrong with the book, or the boot?
The boot was touching the book, which is not supposed to happen, which means you can't swing it in the book.
So the boot was already touching the book, and it didn't deliver enough force to knock it down. So you're gonna make some changes between run 1 and 2? Excellent. Because again, that's really what matters in this contest, is problem solving, fixing your issues, and seeing if you can improve upon it. Sounds good? Awesome. Well done for your first run. Next up, we have Team E11, whereby you guys are a complex way to feed a bobcat. I'm very curious about your complex way to do so. You guys live in New Hampshire as well, right? Yeah. Do you guys have bobcats in your yard?
I saw one on our street.
You saw one on your street? I've seen them in my backyard. That's why I ask. Well, Team 11, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start your presentation.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm in 3rd grade at Peter Woodbury in Bedford, New Hampshire.
Hi, I'm Noah Armentrout. I'm in 3rd grade at Peter Woodbury School in Bedford, New Hampshire. I'm 9 years old.
And this is our Rube Goldberg machine, a complex way to feed a bobcat.
Excellent. You want to tell us anything more? How does it get fed? How do you guys choose to feed the pet, your bobcat pet?
Well, we feed the bobcat with chocolate eggs.
Ooh. So giving the bobcats chocolate eggs, and they look like they're right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that baseball is getting dropped onto there, and that's going to fire it into that homemade funnel?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Awesome. How are you activating that catapult?
So the water would come down the ramp, and then it would weaken the toilet paper, and then eventually makes it rip, and then the ball drops down on the side of the lever, and then that would catapult it into the funnel.
Brilliant. So one thing that we value in these Rube Goldberg machine contests is not only simple machine or mechanical energy transfers, but we also have a bunch of others. There's mechanical, chemical, thermal, hydraulic, electrical, erosional. We have all of those. And in that simple step right there, well, it's not so simple. That's actually water that's got to erode that piece of toilet paper, so both hydraulic and erosional, to drop that baseball. I'm excited to see it. I think I'm in your way a little bit, but Team E11, complex way to feed a bobcat. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start your first run. Ball rolls, that's gonna knock the weight, lifts the water cup. Water cup did erode. It eroded, it dropped the ball, but the catapult missed the chocolate eggs going into there. So go ahead and just drop the chocolate eggs into the funnel for us, wherever they might have wandered off to. So with it, drop them down the funnel, and with it, they end up in the bowl. And the bowl was moved a little bit, but that's fine. So with it, Team E11, a complex way to feed a bobcat, has completed their first run with one human intervention. So what happened with the catapult? Why did it miss that time? Probably just...
Not have been aimed right, because we found that sometimes if the baseball hits too far back here or too far back here, then it won't aim that good.
So it seems like you're saying that the baseball has a really narrow target that it's got to hit. So remember, you have plenty of time between run 1 and run 2. Are you going to try to solve some of your problems? Awesome. kind of a hint as well. So with it, all right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you guys so much. Our last team in the elementary division, we have team E12, the Super Duper Feeder 3000. Excellent. Well, I'm very excited to see it. I love the light up skateboard. Are you ready for your presentation? Excellent. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
Dad, don't stop the game yet. I love watching Purdue basketball with my dad, but I have to feed my bearded dragon. I just thought of a way I can feed my bearded dragon and watch Purdue basketball with my dad.
Brilliant. So with it, walk us through a little bit of your machine. I love the fact that you guys want to feed your bearded dragon while you're going to feed a pet. Walk us through, how do you feed your bearded dragon?
We blow air, which moves the soccer ball, which hits the staffed jaws, which will hit the box. The box will fall, hitting the wheel and axle, which will roll, hitting the butt, which will drop the pulley, hitting another butt. That butt will hit another butt. That butt hits, once again, a butt. That butt hits another wheel and axle. The wheel and axle rolls and hits the metal ball, which rolls down an inclined plane. The metal ball hits another wheel and axle, which swings, hitting the laminals. The laminals fall, knocking over the butt, which releases the pulley, feeding the bearded dragon golf balls.
I see it. It's going to feed all of those balls down to your bearded dragon?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, Team E12, whenever you're ready, begin your first run. So the air blower knocks the ball into the briefcase, releases the roller skate. That swings. He didn't touch it. The roller skate, he did have to touch that. Ball swings, that releases, and that drops the ball. And E12 has completed their task with 2 human interventions for the first time. So excellent. So what went wrong that time? What were the issues?
The issues were the skateboard didn't roll enough and hit the metal ball.
Got it. So the skateboard didn't quite have enough force to hit the ball forward. The ball, you kind of hit it, and so maybe that messed up the second portion as well. So do you think, remember, we have a good amount of time before we come back to you. Do you have anything in your mind of how you might get that skateboard to roll a little bit better?
Probably move it a little bit closer to the ball.
Sure. Move it closer where you need a little less energy to do so? Well, you have plenty of time to test. Remember, Rube Goldberg is all about testing. Rube Goldberg is all about reliability, and Rube Goldberg is all about failure. After this first run, we had a lot of machines that had perfect runs, surprisingly, and we had a lot of machines that, definitely have some things to work on. But that's the point of this contest. That's why there's 3 runs, why we run them over and over and hopefully improve as we go. With it, though, we're going to return to Team E01. Thank you so much. All right, back at Team E01. Now, you guys had 2 interventions, didn't you? Did you fix your problems? They think they fixed their problems. I hope they did. I know that they had a little issue with their clip right there, as well as the raising of the bucket. I think we're all excited to see if you guys did or not. Moment of truth. Are you ready? What I will make note to everyone at home is that when we do our subsequent runs, there is no presentation. We just move right through, and we move through each team pretty quickly. So, ready? Excellent. All right, Team E01, whenever you're ready, give us your second run. Using the dynamite to blow it up, air drops the ball forward, releases the weight. Car did release. Bucket lifts up, and with it, we did drop the sprinkles into the very tiny fishbowl. They did indeed solve their problems and complete their run number 2 with 0 interventions. Well done. That's the spirit of this contest right there. The fact that something went wrong, you guys worked together as a team, solved those issues, but there's still a run number 3. So, have you fixed all the problems? Let's see it in round number 3. Thank you guys so much. We're back over at Team E02 now, whereby he's coming off a perfect run in his first round. Now, something I noticed before, he's got an electric mixer acting as a conveyor belt. And let me be quite honest with you, I'm borrowing that idea in a future machine, because that's brilliant. I love that. Now, do you think that you can get another perfect run?
I don't really know.
Ooh, best answer. That's all you need. I don't really know. This is Rube Goldberg. They're uncertain. It's a miracle to get a perfect run to start. So, perfect answer, leave it at that. Are you ready to run?
Yes.
You're ready to run? All right. Whenever you're ready, Team E02, start your second run for us. Ooh, good boiler. That drops down, knocks the water into there. Water then fills the gas container, releases the wheel. That then causes the gear shifter to go, drops the car into the seesaw, hits the remote control, drives the car off the ramp, pulls the cover off the feeder, and it looks like I might get a second treat here. Ooh, I do. I'm gonna need energy after later. I'm kidding, give it to somebody else, I got enough. Well, Team E02 has completed their second run with a completed their second run perfectly. Man, I don't normally say that, so I don't even know what to say. But really amazing job. He's handing out treats to all of us, which tells us that we're the pets. And again, I love that mixer being a conveyor belt. That's a cheap, brilliant way to do something that I have spent literally thousands of dollars to do in professional machines. So, excellent. Well done, Team E02. We're back with Team E03, the snow beads. You guys had a couple issues the first time, correct? A couple little things. The water didn't break all the way through. The ball caused the seesaw to tip, and the purse didn't really open up to feed the pig. Do you guys think you've solved some of your problems? Yep. What have you done differently since the first run?
We added toilet paper.
Ooh.
And
What were you using before?
paper towels.
Ooh, excellent. So that's identifying a problem. Originally, they were using paper towels in order to try to break that with water. And paper towels are notorious for absorbing water, whereas toilet paper, that's much easier to break. So I am excited to see what improvements you've made this time. So Team E03, you may begin your second run whenever you are ready. Making sure, doing her final little checks. Drops the swing, I love the screw element there. Drop that, still missed there, it's okay. Ball dropped, now it broke this time through. Now swinging along, so definitely have some improvements. The car went, but actually you didn't need to touch it. You didn't need to touch it because it's already working there. So that's swinging, it's gonna open it this time. So in this very weird case, this is a weird case in that the machine actually only had one human intervention. There was one issue over here whereby the seesaw still didn't pull the pin out. But something activated early. Something happened where this element didn't go, but it still triggered the ball to activate. The ball went down, which then swung around, and it did release the snow beads to feed the pig. Now, I don't think you saw that, and with it, I think we're only going to give you just the one human intervention for this run, because that really didn't count. That was already triggered. So, Team E03, you have completed your second run with only one human intervention. Well done on your improvements. Great job. Now, the last thing. Do you guys think you can solve that problem? It's failed 2 times in a row. What do you think might be able to be done in order to fix that? Any ideas? Any ideas how you might fix the seesaw since it's failed twice now?
It has to be in the right place. It has to be in the right place.
Sure. So finding that place, testing, trial and error. So again, we'll be back around in a couple minutes, see if you guys can solve that problem. Moving right along with the elementary division. We're back with Team E04, feed this alien. This is your second run, and you guys are coming off of a perfect run. But if you guys just separate a little bit, just so the crowd can see a little bit. Thank you. So with it, you guys had a perfect run the first time, so that's a lot of pressure to make sure that this works the next time. Do you guys think it's going to work perfectly?
Yeah, we think so.
They think so? All right, fair. All right, do your last checks, because I know that you guys have a checklist. So go ahead, do your checklist. Are you ready to go?
Is the car ready? Check. Is the wheel ready? Check. Is the slide in the ball ready? Check. Is the wheel in the balloon ready? Check. Is the ball, slide, and wheel ready? Check. Is the tin can, lever, duct tape, block, hammer, and balloon
Oh,
ready?
my knee pops.
Check.
Ow.
Here we go.
All right, with my knee popping out of place there, Team E04 with your wonderful checklist that might make the difference. Let's see if you guys can get a second perfect run in 3, 2, 1. Air pump goes, that causes the bicycle to release, bicycle to spin, ball goes, spins, one popping balloon, and woo! With a second balloon pop, we also have a second perfect run. You can see that checklist, that might actually be a really critical thing. So maybe some other teams take note of those final extra checks right beforehand. That can make all the difference. With it, but Team E04 has completed their second run with 0 human interventions. We're back with Team E05, whereby, again, another perfect run in your first round. Again, I love all the different elements that you have traveling around the United States. Have you made any adjustments? Excellent, because it worked. Sometimes if it works, don't change it. All right, though. Team E05, whenever you're ready, start your machine for the second time. Drops the tape, which lifts the Golden Gate Bridge, drops the weight, cups go. The plunger Space Needle swings round. The extra viscous liquid has to drop into the chain fountain effect, into Mount Rushmore, spills the liquid. It's got to lift the cup. That then starts the electric fan. The fan blows the boat, which drags the carrot into the box, and we have our second perfect run for Team E05. Amazing. You know, in 36 years, we have never had this many perfect runs in the elementary division. One reason for that is because it wasn't until about last year that we didn't even welcome the elementary division to the World Championship. But now that's a thing of the past. We have more elementary teams than ever. Elementary teams are welcome to the World Championship. And for 2026, we have a larger, bigger venue whereby more and more people are welcome to join us and create these incredible contraptions. So, well done. We're back to Team E06. So you guys did have one human intervention before, whereby your Rubik's Cube, which is doing a really cool thing, traveling down those paint bottles. That didn't quite work, did it? No.
But we think we fixed it. We did it a few times. I think it was just like, something just happens. Yeah.
Test.
We ran it a few times and then it worked.
Sure.
Yeah.
Testing.
We did it for another person the whole day and there was no intervention. So
There we go.
hopefully that happens.
So they say they've had perfect runs since testing it, which is excellent. Test your contraptions. Several contestants on my TV show, they will build their machines and they don't ever test it. And so I love the fact that you guys are in 3rd grade, 4th grade? They're in 3rd grade and they listen better than some of my contestants, adults, on my show. So amazing job. Whenever you're ready though, let's see the product of those tests.
We're going to ask a volunteer. Would any one of the judges want to come up?
Ooh, again, so they want to use a volunteer again this time. Does any one of the judges, you're right here. I was going to say, convenience. All right. With it, Team E06, you may let the judge start your second run. Boxcar goes down into the tetherball effect, should hit the book. Opens the music box, string cuts, dropping the food bowl in. Rubik's Cube did work, drops the ball into the bucket, seesaw drops, and it does indeed look like they fixed their problems, and we have our second perfect run. We have our first perfect run after you guys solved your problems. Amazing. Well done. So again, testing, repetition. That's amazing. I need my contestants to do this on my show. So, all right. Now, do you guys think that you solved all your problems? Do you think it's going to work a 3rd time? What do you think? On your contraption, where's the spot that it most often fails? That area,
Yeah,
good.
like the new added part.
Got it. The new added section, sure. Less tested. See, case in point. You added a new section between regionals and now. Less tested, which means that it still needs a little bit of work.
I did a lot of this stuff yesterday to make sure the
There you go. The last minute additions. Well done, Team E06. Again, we're skipping Team E07, a team that was unable to make it. I'm going to find myself on this side of the table so that I can actually see your manatee and not confuse it for over here. All right, so you had a few issues, correct? Excellent. So, with it, what changes have you made?
We put more sand in the top here,
Okay.
and we lowered this tube down a bit so that the ball wouldn't get stuck at the top.
All right, so having the ball travel a little bit more efficiently down the tube. Sounds like you also have the cork. That cork's going to release a little bit better, drop the sand more efficiently. Fingers crossed. All right, whenever you're ready, Team E08, you may begin your second run, and I'll make sure not to hit the table or the book. Drops the ball, that worked this time. Travels down, books go, seesaw flings. It did fall, and it's falling. I see the sand is slowly going. I wonder if it's going to be enough, though, is it? Did you guys also alter your seesaw any? Because there are ways to make it go, even if it's... Is it going down pretty fast? See it? Yeah. That's good, because in some of the machines, we do love having that suspense element, because right now, we are waiting in suspense if this is going to be able to knock that can, allowing the dump truck to deliver the poor meal to the crocodiles down below. Going. And this time, and again, hopefully the manatee over there is going to get his seaweed treat. With it, it's slowly going. What do you think? Is it? Now again, the reminder, each team does have 3 minutes to run their contraption. So, and if you go outside that time limit, then there's a little bit of a penalty or a deduction in points. But so far, so good. What do you think, though? Is it going to make it? Insert the Jeopardy theme song at the moment. I see it. I see a few grains. It's going out. Go. It looks like the sand is slow. Is it slowing down? The suspense. Keep going. It's been going so good so far. We'll always ask, so our timekeeper, where are we at for time? We're at 2 minutes, so if you don't want that penalty coming up in here, yeah, the sand has stopped. So go ahead and pull the plug out or hit that. So, all right, so that's 2 interventions, sadly, whereby he hit the seesaw, and by hitting the seesaw, that's 1 object, but then unfortunately, it didn't push the car down and had to touch it again. So 2 human touches, 2 interventions. But this time, I definitely saw it, whereby the whale traveling down, that drags the seesaw into the manatee's mouth, and you guys completed the run with 2 human interventions. So an improvement on last time. Now again, that sand still went really slowly. So you have 1 more chance. Do you guys think you can solve that problem? Get it to go a little bit faster? I can see something right away that might help you out. But I can't give you I would love to give you a suggestion. I noticed something. What do you think? Should I give him a little hint? Should I? I'll tell you this. Have a look at your string, rather the length of your string. Yeah. Have a look at the length of your string, and that might help you for round number 3. All right? All right. Thank you, Team E08. Moving on, we're back over to Team E09, where I gave them a mild heart attack in round number 1. So it actually scoops. Okay, so I see it. So they're adding some clarifications from last time. What's supposed to happen is that ball drops into that cup and it wedges the books apart. And it's that wedging of it that drops it onto the seesaw. Now, not only does that car drive forward and deliver the lipstick to the pig, it actually has a little brush on it, and it is sweeping coins into the bank as well. So serving its function as a piggy bank as well as feeding it the lipstick as well. So good clarifications. Thank you. All right. Are you guys ready though? All right, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start your second run. Hair dryer into the car, knocks the ball into the bucket, drops into there, wedges the book down the zip line, into the funnel, ball drops, the car sweeps the coin forward, and they do complete their second run with 0 interventions, and with a proper explanation from me. All right, so now that you have 2 perfect runs in here, are you going to do anything differently between here and now, or here and the next run, the final run? You do anything different? Better question, should you do anything different? No, it worked. It absolutely worked. So reset it the way that you did, and fingers crossed for a perfect number 3. Awesome, well done, guys. Back with Team E10, the Marshmallows Marvelous Marshmallow Machine. I'm trying, I really try. But with it, okay, so you had a few problems as well, right? Whereby the boot didn't kick over the book, and then the car didn't drive up the ramp. Do you think you saw those issues? Okay, so she's added some distance from the boot so that it's going to have a little bit more energy transfer as it kicks the book. What do you think? Have you tested it since? You've been to test? All right, testing, very important. All right, whenever you're ready, start your run. That lifts, which the boot did kick, and it did work this time. However, it looks like it hit the car, and the car got jammed. Send the car up, so 1 human intervention there. But all things looking good, drops, and we deliver a marshmallow to Marshmallow, right? Excellent. So Marshmallow got her marshmallow after all, with only 1 human intervention for run number 2. So definite improvement. The last thing, so that car though, that car's failed twice. And in fact, I saw this at regionals whereby this car failed a couple times there too. Any ideas how you might be able to fix it before we get back for your last and final run? Any ideas? Have a think on it. There's plenty of time between now and then, but we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much, Marshmallow. Marshmallow's Marvelous Marshmallow Machine. Not calling you Marshmallow. I keep trying to say it right. Thank you so much. And the reason I'm doing that is because my grand hope, if the catapult misses once again, I'm at least in line to catch the chocolate eggs, and maybe I can enjoy them instead. And that counts as feeding a pet. Because I've already gotten candy from one other team, so hey, why not? All right. Have you guys fixed anything?
Yeah, we did. Like we're comparing the old pictures from regionals.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't build it with this extra layer on the bottom.
I see.
Yeah, because we remember that in regionals, our Rube Goldberg was really successful.
That's right. Yep, at your regional contest, it was fully successful. It worked every single time. So what they did was they looked at past pictures. You looked at your old designs and realized when you got here, you built it wrong. So you've made modifications, and hopefully it works this time, right? Ooh, they did get a test run that works. So, fingers crossed that right now in your official run number 2, we see it in action. Whenever you're ready, and I also love from this angle, I can see that the chocolate eggs drop into what they've labeled as a trash can. And already, well, I missed it, but hey, it did work. Wait, did it go or no? Did you start it or did it drop? It randomly dropped. That's what happens sometimes. So technically, do you have time to reset it super quick?
Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
All right, if you can reset in like a minute. Otherwise, what we'll do is, technically it worked, but halfway through in those cases. So you get a perfect run, but then you take away half the steps. But I want to give you guys a chance. So with it, what I'm seeing is that the water, maybe there's a little bit of water in there, it eroded the toilet paper, and then it caused it to go. But that being said, we happen to see an extra test. And sure enough, the eggs sadly didn't go into my mouth, but it went into the funnel and ended up in the bobcat's trash can. So with it, this is Team M11, a complex way to feed a bobcat. They're doing one last little adjustment because they had something go off accidentally. After this, we've got one more team. We've got Team E12, and then we move into our third and final run for the elementary division. Now, for those of you that are at the venue, make sure that you check out. We have meet and greet stations over there, whereby you can meet Jennifer George. You can also meet Ed Steckley, the wonderful illustrator behind many of our current Rube Goldberg books. We have STEM education workshops sponsored by and run by the PESC organization, Purdue Engineering Student Council. We also have campus tours available, whereby you should be able to then tour the campus at set times throughout the day. Again, check out the Office of Future Engineers, whereby they're the ones that, hey, they set me on the right path. Maybe they can set you all. Good, I'm done stalling. Excellent. All right, whenever you're ready, give us your second official run. Knocks it down, ball goes, drops the water, water goes into the toilet paper, erodes it. Here we go, eggs do go into the funnel, and the Bobcats successfully get their meal. Run number 2 has completed for team M11 with a perfect run. So team, feed a complex way to feed a Bobcat. You guys completed it perfectly this time. Can you do it again? Yes. We have extreme confidence and we have maybe, whereby, honestly, that's a good range right there. Awesome, thank you guys so much. We'll be back in a few minutes. And again, last but not least, team E12, where you had a little bit of a distance issue with that skateboard rolling. You said that you were going to change it. Did you? Did, all right, excellent. So he has made changes. He's made improvements from round 1 to 2. Now, do you think it's going to work? Honestly, it doesn't matter if it works. It's Rube Goldberg. Honestly, we're feeding a lizard with golf balls. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But is it fun? He says, have you had fun building the project? There it is. There you go. Excellent. So no matter the outcome, these things are still amazingly wild contraptions that, honestly, all of this just looks like it was laying around your house. Was it? Yeah. It's all stuff that you had laying around, and I love that. I love the very clear everyday objects that you have laying about. Whenever you're ready, though, Team E12, start your second run. Starting with the air blower, pushes the soccer ball, drops, hits the everything. The skateboard rolled forward, that rolled into the fishing reel. Then that did dump the balls and then feed his pet lizard perfectly for round number 2. He looks shocked as anything, but well done and congratulations. So now that it worked, you had a moment there where it was on the edge. Do you think it might work for the 3rd time? I hope so. Excellent. Is there anything that you're going to do differently? No, smart, because again, if it works, don't change anything. It's an important thing right there. With it, that's the end of the 2nd round for the elementary division. We're going to then move on to the 3rd and final run for elementary, and then we're going to jump right into the middle school division. Our 3rd and final run for the elementary division, coming off of a run with 2 interventions, followed by a perfect run. What do you think? You guys ready? You nervous? Remember, it's just Rube Goldberg. It's just a pile of junk after all. But it's a fun pile of junk. Did you guys have fun on this project? How long did you guys spend working on this? Sorry. You guys spent 5 weeks working on this project. Once a week, 5 weeks, once a week in order to create this project. And yeah, you guys did an awesome job. But you know what? I think you guys want to see it run, don't you? So do we. All right, whenever you're ready, give us your 3rd and final run and press that dynamite one last time. Air goes, knocks the dominoes. Dominoes, it's okay, it went. Whereby that lifts the weights tipping. Wait, it's still going. It's still tipping. Something's happening. Whereby, okay, fine. All right, now go ahead. Where the hammer needed to drop, and then drop the sprinkles into there, so you completed your final run with 1 human intervention. With it. Again, this is Team E01, Love First and Steel Co. You guys completed your 3 runs. Thank you guys so much. Don't take it apart because other people might want to come by and check it out, all right? And make sure to check out the other teams as well. So thank you guys. You're up for our 3rd perfect run potentially, aren't you? What do you think? Are you ready?
Yes.
You ready? All right. I think we're all excited to see if you can pull off 3 runs, especially having brought this thing all the way from Korea. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Whenever, stomp the rocket. And for your third and final run. Ready? All right, jumps on the rocket. That releases the wheel, again dumping the water or the gas into the tank, then causes the stick shift to go, drops the car into the bucket, and the conveyor belt did get stuck this time where he needs to get it, but then enough cars went, activates the remote control car, drives forward, and he does complete the task this time with only one human intervention. So 2 perfect runs and 1 run with 1 human intervention, where again, he decides to feed all of us as the pets. Amazing job. So really well done. And of course, boiler up, because you've got the hat on. You've been a real Boilermaker all day, so. Now I have a question for you. Are you going to bring this thing home with you, or are you going to leave it here? Are you going to bring this home with you, or are you going to leave it here? I'm going to bring it home. You're going to bring it home? I'm sure Mom and Dad love that answer. Awesome. Well done, Team E02. That is the Team BRT, the best Rube team. Last time they're coming off of 1 intervention, their first run. They had a few more. What do you guys think? Are you ready? Have you fixed the issues? I know the seesaw has been a thing that's been causing you a couple problems each time. Definitely check it for perfection beforehand. We want to give you the best possible chance. Whoop, you ready to go? See, that's my fault because I told them to check it extra. That didn't count. I didn't start the time. What I love, though, is that the seesaw right here is pulling a sponge, and that sponge is acting, maybe scoot back for a second, having this sponge act as a wedge. Now, I'm noticing your wedge is really, really tight in there. Just a helpful little hint that you have your wedge super packed in, the sponge into there. All right, I think, yeah. All right, and I also want to make sure you guys go quickly because you have you already have water in there that might break the toilet paper. So, whenever you're ready, Team E03, Team Snowbeads, start your second run. Releasing the keychain around. Hopefully drops. The seesaw still an issue. That's okay. The sponge drops. Does activate all of the, does drop the balls into their roads. We have an issue at the top though. Super stop. Car drops. That releases the ball. So far only at 2 interventions thus far. The ball swings around, and I love this. It's a beautiful time delay. It's an excellent example of a screw cymbal machine, and it's a really unique way where it's actually tightening the string and ultimately opens that bag. Teasingly so for the pig, but it counts. It opened. I'll give it to you guys. So with it, Team E03, Team Snowbeads, you have completed your third and final run with 2 human interventions. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you guys so much. Did you guys have fun? It's a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? There's a lot of nerves behind it, but you guys did amazingly. You have a lot of really cool steps in this. So thank you guys so much. Team E04, feed this alien 2 perfect runs. Can you go for 3? Remembering though, it's not all about perfect runs, but it's all the other elements. That being said, you have a well-decorated machine that has a lot of really cool elements. So what do we think? Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right. Team, yes, obviously, your team, do your special checklist. It's worked 2 times already. Let's go for 3.
Is the car ready? Check. Is the wheel ready? Check. Is the weight ready? Check. Is the ball and the slide ready? Check. Is the wheel and the balloon ready? Check. Is the ball and the wheel ready? Yeah. Check. Is the tin can, lever, duct tape, block, hammer, and balloon ready? Check. Check. On his command, you may start.
On my command it is. Team E04, feed this alien for the 3rd time. Syringe lifts up, bicycle wheel spins, releases the ball, activates the spinning axle, balloon pops, and the hammer failed to go that time, but they still successfully fed this alien, feed him, with 1 human intervention for your 3rd and final run. Well done, team. Yeah. Yes. Excellent job, you guys. Well done. Awesome. Moving right along, we're going to move over to Team E05, Chet's Carrots. Yes. Ooh, great question. So she asked if she wants me to start the machine, and I will let you know that I'm a horrible jinx when it comes to these things. So for your own sake, I appreciate it, but I don't want to ruin it for you. With it though, do you want another volunteer? All right, she would like to have another volunteer, a volunteer who would like to start her machine. One of the judges? Absolutely. Trust me, I would love to, but the amount of times I have somehow messed it up. And I just don't want to do that to you. All right, whenever you're ready, Team E05, your third and final run. Golden Gate Bridge drops. That releases the tether ball for the Seattle Space Needle. The viscous step down the winding road in San Francisco. Chain fountain effect. Mount Rushmore drops into here. Starts the switch for the fan. And, oh no! So right now, your carrot overmissed the box. So you got to throw the carrot into the box. So very close. And there we go. Team E05 has completed their final run with only one human intervention. And the reason it's got to be an intervention is because if that's how it's being fed every time, we do have to compare apples to apples. But you did an amazing job. 2 perfect runs and 1 run. That puts you right in line with everybody else. So no team thus far has gotten 3 perfect runs. It's been so close, but awesome. Well done to Team E05. Last up, Team E06. All right. Your third run, are you ready? Hopefully. Again, that excellent, wonderful answer. Hopefully they're ready. Do you want to volunteer this time, or you want to do it yourself?
I'm going to get it.
We need another volunteer for this one.
Does anybody want to start?
Volunteer? I see her hand. Very good. Excellent. Come on in. So their third and final run. Again, another volunteer. I'll have you go that way. Thank you. So their first run, they had 1 intervention. Last time it was perfect. Let's see what they can do. Fan starts the boxcar, a tetherball element. Goes in the book, opens the music box, drops the food bowl in. Rubik's Cube does work. 1 golf ball went. Ooh, risky. But it did complete their third and final run perfectly. So already in the elementary division, we have several machines that have had 2 perfect runs and 1 run with just 1 human intervention. So good luck to you, judges. This is going to be fun. So excellent job. Again, I love the fact that you're not just feeding the pet, you actually have to drop the bowl in there. I think that's great. So, and also using scissors to cut a string, even I find that difficult to do. So you guys did an amazing job. Thank you, guys. We move back to Team E08, Lycans Valley Children's Museum, STEAM Junior Squad. Again, noting the issue that they've had 2 times in a row, whereby the funnel has really, it's been going slower and slower each time, I think. Have you fixed the problem? What do you think? Have you fixed it? We're about to find out. Team E08, whenever you're ready, start the run. Drops down. Wow, and it went. Wow, we went 1 time with a run. Hold on a second. No, it's okay. Don't even touch it. Don't. Because your last 2 runs have gone a long time, and something where this dropped down, this knocked that down, and it did actually drag the seaweed to it. So, Team E08, you have completed your run perfectly with 0 interventions. Now, that being said, on accident, something happened here where it didn't release the sand didn't pour into there, and so it basically missed these steps in this element. So just how we score that is we remove those steps from the count for run number 3. So say if you have 10 steps, basically it's 10 steps for run 1, 10 steps for run number 2, and then 7 steps for run number 3. So with it though, I was expecting that to last a lot longer, but what a subversion. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and thank you for building a really well-decorated machine. I love it. So, awesome. Moving right along to E09, I think we were all waiting to do about another 2 minutes there, but hey. We're back at the spa. With the spa, you guys had a perfect run. Your first run, you had 1 intervention, 2 interventions. 1 intervention. So we could have another case of 2 perfects and 1 intervention here. But it's not all about the perfect runs. Let's remember that. There's so many other factors that the judges are looking at. Are you ready, though? Oh, she's pointing. She's wondering. What do you think? Are you ready? Your 3rd and final run. You're ready? All right. Well, Team E09, the Hacky Huskies with your Swine and Shine Spa. You may begin your 3rd and final run. Go for it. So the hairdryer pushes the car into the ball. Keep going, keep going. You can so use the hairdryer, get it really close, because that's still your first step. That's okay. As long as you're using the hairdryer, it doesn't count as intervention. So keep going with the hairdryer. Don't touch it. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Move it closer. No. Oh. There. So then as the ball dropped into there, then the ball got stuck again. So now you got to hit that again. You've got to hit the bucket. There you go. That tips in. Oh, no. And then the ball missed. So go ahead, drop the ball into there. So sadly, that's a 3rd intervention. Drops in where the wedge goes, seesaw, zip line, ball into the funnel. And that pushes. Oh, no, the ball missed. So the ball, drop it back down, pushes the car, and then this time it does complete the task, unfortunately with 4 interventions. So what I meant was taking the hairdryer and bring it so close to the car so that it continued. That wouldn't have counted as an intervention. But because you touched it, it did, unfortunately. So Team Hacky Huskies with their Swine and Shine Spa, you did complete your final run with 4 interventions. But honestly, it's a wonderful theme. I love the fact of every element that you've included, the sweeping the coins into there, putting the lipstick on. It's a really well done machine, guys. Thank you. What do you think? Are you ready? This is Team E10, the Marshmallows Marvelous Marshmallow Machine. For your 3rd and final run, I hope the boot works. I hope the car goes up the track. Are you ready? Yeah. All right. Pulls that, drops the can, I forgot towards me, lifts the stuffed animal. The boot didn't swing enough. Oh, it's placed improperly, so it moved, and did the car go? So the car didn't quite go again. A 2nd human intervention, but Marshmallow still gets your treat anyway. So well done to Team E10, whereby you completed your 3rd and final run with 2 human interventions. Excellent. Amazing job. Again, I love the fact that the machine goes in all sorts of directions. I think that's really creative and neat. And even coming back down, the car didn't want to go the right way, but hey, awesome. You did an awesome job. Thank you so much. Back to Team E11. A complex way to feed a bobcat. Clearly, I don't need to be on that side anymore because the catapult's now working. Are you guys almost ready? What do you think? All right. So we had a perfect run last time. We're hoping for another one this time around too. I love the little tiny touches. That's exactly what I do with my contraptions. It's the last little minute touches to make sure everything's perfect. You ready? Yeah. All right, Team E11, complex way to feed a bobcat. Start your 3rd run. Goes down, drops, water goes into the cup, should break the toilet paper, hopefully dropping the baseball. Let it go, let it go. I see the water dripping all over the place. The baseball looks weak. Go, come on, yes. Fires it into it, drops the eggs, and it gets into the trash can. Did it go into there? That's fine, they came out. It just popped out of the trash can. Big deal. The bobcats were ready and waiting. Bobcats can fetch their own meal. So Team E11 has completed their 3rd and final run with 0 interventions. Well done, guys. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. And our last team for the elementary division, Super Duper Feeder 3000. You coming off of a perfect run last time. I think it shocked you even, which I love that. Are you ready for your 3rd and final run? All right. I hope it works. I hope the skateboard distance is the correct. I hope you figure that out. Are you ready? All right. Team E12, you may begin your third and final run. Knocks the soccer ball into the roller skate, drops the ball. Ball gets stuck, hits the books. Skateboard distance is correct, swings around, and it does end up feeding the bearded lizard with only one human intervention for your final run. Well done. Thank you all so much. That is the conclusion of the elementary division. We have all these incredible words. Best starting step, most hilarious, all et cetera, et cetera. We'll get through it. So the best starting step. For the elementary division, the award goes to Team E02 BRT for best starting step. Just a reminder, the 6 awards, the 6 ones in gold, were selected by the judges. People's Choice, that was selected by you, and Contraption Master was selected by me. Most hilarious, I guess? Most hilarious, awarded to a team whose Rube Goldberg machine or presentation generated the most genuine laughter and or smiles. For the elementary division, we have Team E08 LVCM's Steam Squad Junior. Creativity Award, awarded to a team whose machine reflects the spirit of Rube Goldberg and his creative nature to think in unique ways. This was a unique contest, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. For the elementary division, we have Team E09, the Hacky Huskies, and their Swine and Shine Spa. I had problems saying it earlier. Next up, the Perseverance Award, awarded to a team whose machine may have not worked perfectly, but the team never gave up and tried solving problems as they arose. I think every team, sparing one, you had problems arise. We only had one team this year that had 3 perfect runs, so a lot of perseverance today. For elementary division, we have Team E11, a complex way to feed a bobcat. Next up, the Artistry Award, awarded to a team whose machine was either the most eye-catching, best decorated, or their theme was very clearly distinguishable. For the elementary division, we have Team E01, Love First Steel & Co. The best final step, and this is awarded to a team whose machine solved the annual task in the most unique and or creative manner. And for the elementary division, that goes to Team E02 BRT. My award. This is the Contraption Master Award. This is awarded to a single team across all divisions, and it's awarded to one that demonstrated a good, if not great, understanding of what a Rube Goldberg machine truly is. A complicated device solving a uniquely simple everyday task using everyday objects in a funny way. And let me tell you, I had notes all day long of who was going to get it, and it kept changing because I was really impressed by this. Fun fact, this moves. But finally, though, I had to award the Contraption Master Award to the high school division, Team H01, the Ripley County Engineering Academy. Fun fact, that trophy is made out of parts from all of my old past contraptions. So, moving on to the divisions. Excellent, the moment we've all been waiting for. We'll start off with People's Choice for each of them and work our way through. So for the elementary division, People's Choice, all voted by you, which nearly 1,000 entries across, so I was impressed. People's Choice, Team E04, Feed This Alien. They're so happy, I love it. In third place for the elementary school division, we have the team E06, Hangry Pet Feedorama. In second place, team E04, Feed This Alien. Yes, we'll do all the fun pictures next. All right. So with this next one, the 2025 Elementary Division Rube Goldberg Machine World Champions and winners of the Engineering Rube Goldberg Prize, i.e. those checks down below, this team is Team E05, Chet's Carrots. A lone member. So they're asking, one person's asking if they can cash the check. I hate to spoil it for you, they're not actual real checks. So all the ways to Rube can be found at rubegoldberg.org. And with it, I want to say thank you again to everyone, and we will see you all in 2026. Thank you all so very much.